Hi everyone, welcome to the angel reading, the angel guidance for this week, May the 1st until May the 8th. I'm Rachel Scoltock, angel medium. If you're watching live and you're commenting, put your name in the comments because it won't show up otherwise for me, so I can say hi to you. Let me know where you're from, and let's set our intentions for a powerful, peaceful, and prosperous week ahead with the angels. So as everyone is coming on, I just want to talk a little bit about this week. So we've had some really big astrology moves recently. So this week we've got a full moon towards the middle to end of the week. We've got also a partial eclipse, and the full moon is in Scorpio. And so as I was chatting to the angels this morning in my meditation, the angels were saying that what this particular moon brings up for us this particular week is everything being magnified, just like it always is with the full moon, right? It's like a spotlight on everything. So you can see what needs to change. And also, if you're trying to bring something into the world, be it a baby or a book or a business or something else is an important project to you, now's the time to focus on it, right? To make it the center of your focus, because nothing's going to change until you start making changes, so obviously our thoughts, our actions, everything always makes a difference because we're always manifesting. So you know that your thoughts, your actions, your beliefs, your expectations, your decisions make the sum total of your life. They create your experiences. So it's silly of us really to think, oh, bad things are going to happen to me, or for anyone even to tell us that bad things are going to happen to us, because your future's not written in stone. You have all the power, and your angels are standing by to help you with that power. They want to guide you on the right path because they know sometimes we get confused. They know sometimes we go into fear and negativity and self-doubt. And so they're there to really help you with all of that. And what this partial eclipse on a full moon is doing is it's making everything bigger. So not only will your intuition be louder, but also your ego will be louder. So depends which one you're more tuned into, right? And even if it doesn't feel like you're tuned into your intuition right now, you can change that with the help of the angels. You can ask the angels to assist you in opening more to your soul voice, rather than the voice of your fears and your egos and all the opinions of everyone who's ever given you a negative opinion about yourself, and you've recorded it up there in your mind. So that the loudest voice is your intuition. So it's really important to know the difference and to step away from that fear, because we don't want to be manifesting more fear in our lives. We don't want to be manifesting more to be upset about, more to be frustrated about, more to be angry about. We want to manifest more to love and to be on that path. So that's, the angels that stepped in this morning were Archangel Haniel, the angel of the moon, and also the angel of clairvoyance and intuition, who came in last week, if you remember. And Archangel Jeremiel, who I haven't worked with for a long while. We've actually got an attunement with Jeremiel coming up in a couple of months. And Jeremiel is the angel of the crossroads. So whenever you have a change to make, or you're at that place where you're like, I think I'm done with what's behind me, or almost, and I don't know which direction to go in next. Or if I leave this job or this relationship or this country, where do I go? Jeremiel is the angel that will help you. And sometimes we keep trying to move forward. Have you ever had that where you're trying to leave something? You're just trying to move on. And it feels like there's bungee ropes pulling you back. And it's really super frustrating. Well, we're right now in this moment of sudden endings and sudden new beginnings, which is really good, which means that you can get past that, whatever that elastic band is that's holding you back. But sometimes the elastic band that's holding you back is that there are things that you need to understand, learn, consciously let go of, be willing to release. If you haven't forgiven, if you're still trying to get revenge on someone, that's going to keep you very firmly stuck in the past. So here's now where you can cut those cords, move on, Move forward with your life. Now, I'm not saying, oh, you shouldn't be stuck if you're grieving, or it's not that kind of moving on as in callous. It's more a case of, what you're hanging on to that isn't serving you. What's keeping your boots stuck in the mud. It's time to even take a micro step away from that direction. And that's going to free you for the positive things that you've been waiting for. So that's what Haniel and Jeremiah can help you with, because Haniel will help you to overcome any of that kind of icky doubt that you have about your intuition. Hands up, let me know in the comments. Do you second guess when you get a synchronicity, a sign, a message, especially if it's something that's going to take you out of your comfort zone? Do you second guess your intuition? Because we've been trained to do that. We've been taught not to listen to our intuition, to apply, to override it, to second guess it. Are you really sure about that? And then because we've been taught that there are rules, right? You're supposed to walk this path and you're supposed to have this by now. If you're one that second guesses your intuition, now's the time for you to start turning the volume up on the first voice that comes through, and give it some thought, give it some energy, give it some focus. So that's what Haniel can help you to do. And then Jeremiah will help you to tie off loose ends. Look over what's gone before you with compassion, forgiveness, mercy towards yourself as well as others. And then to be free so that you can step through that door that's waiting for you, that portal that's waiting for you. Hi, everyone. I cannot see people's names. So if you are watching and you've made a comment, I've got lots of things that says Facebook user. So you'll just have to put your name. So I can see Teresa, and I can see Joe. Thanks, Joe. And I can see Paula. Hi. And Jessica, I can see. So there's 2 other names there, which I can't see at the moment, but I'll check back in with you. But lovely, lovely to see you all. So let's call in the angels and let's set the intention for the week and then bring through their guidance. So we ask for and invite the presence of Archangel Haniel, the angel of intuition and the moon, perfect for this week. Help us to get through this week smoothly, to turn up the volume on the intuition and turn down the volume on the ego, the part of us that makes us second guess and be skeptical, and to hold ourselves back. And thank you, Jeremiah, for helping us to let go of those cords that are pinging us backwards and holding us back from our new beginnings. And thank you for helping us to sever those and to understand how far we've come so that we can move forward now. And we also ask for Archangel Michael, who of course carries the sword of light, who will cut those cords and who will help you to transmute any fear that is keeping you stuck. So thank you, Archangel Michael, for protecting this session and clearing the fear that's keeping everyone stuck. Beautiful. All right. So, big angel energy coming in. So the angels we're working with this month are a mixed bag, because the theme of this month is meeting who's on your team. And you can have archangels as well as guardian angels as part of your spiritual team, your spiritual guides. And so that's why there are so many angels and archangels coming into these sessions now, because they're like, oh, it's our turn to talk. So, sometimes we don't even realize we've got some really powerful help with us to help us with whatever we're challenged with at this time. And you just need to tap into them. So thank you, angels, for your guidance for this week. And we're going to do 3 cards from this deck, which is the Archangel Power Tarot by Radley Valentine. And here's this other deck, Archangel Michael. Now, talk about archangels. All right. So Archangel Michael straight away is saying to me, let go of any of that negative stuff where you're thinking that Mercury retrograde is going to hold you back. I've got a tiny weeny little spider walking on my camera, so if you see something walk past, it's a spider. And Archangel Michael is also saying, stop listening to that negative voice in your head. It's not real. It's not true. If you said out loud what you're really thinking sometimes, people wouldn't be able to believe it. So stop listening to that negative voice. All right, the first card is Shamuel. It's about a change of perspective. So this is what this eclipse season, this moon, is going to give you. It's going to give you an opportunity to turn things on their head a little bit. That can feel a little bit chaotic and messy, but what's emerging right now and through the week is what you really want. You know how sometimes we can get distracted and start going, right, I know what I want, but then off we go on different little trails, chasing butterflies and doing things that aren't important. We sabotage. We do things to halt our own progress. Why do we do that? It's because of the ego. The ego is the part of us that just doesn't want to grow. It thinks it's dangerous, right? So it's going to try and sabotage you. It's going to distract you. It's going to bring up dramas. It's going to tell you you can't have what you want. So here this week, that starts with a change in perspective. You're starting to be able to see clearly what it really is that you need and what you want. And that will stop you from all of those excuses and bad boundaries and the things that have been holding you back. So take a moment, take a breath. What do you want? And rethink the path if you need to. Are you making it unnecessarily hard? Are you making it unnecessarily long? Are you adding too much to your list so that you're just not able to get to what it is that you want to do? The guidance card is Archangel Raphael. So we've got Shamuel, Raphael, the healing angel. So you're being shifted to a new emotional environment. This is about you stepping away from things that confuse you, make you doubt yourself, drop your energy. You know, sometimes you do have to stand alone, and not forever, but sometimes you have to stand alone to be able to even see where the doorway or the path is that you need to take for your own highest good. If you're one of those people that's always giving to others, you're always thinking, you know, letting other people's opinions change your own opinion or color your own opinion. That's easy to do when you're an empath. Remember, you're a bit of a chameleon. You can sort of pick up on other people's stuff and get confused. But the thing is, you're not really confused in your heart of hearts, right down in your soul. You know exactly who you are and what you want. And you need to step away sometimes from the noise to be able to actually remember that and start to make a move forward. So what's waiting for you is a new positive environment, a new experience that's going to lift you up. So if you've been saying to yourself, oh, you know, what if this isn't that bad and this is as good as it gets? No, the angels are saying to you, it's not as good as it gets. It gets better. It gets better. You just have to have the courage to let go and stand alone for a little bit, or at least listen to your own voice of guidance and your angels instead of everyone else's opinions. So this is going to shift you towards more of what you want. Yes. What comes after that is a decision, a very, very clear decision. And this is Archangel Jophiel. Who did we just have? Raphael. So Jophiel helps us to uplift our thoughts. Now, they don't do that so that because they want us all to be good boys and girls and only think nice things. They do that because they know what an incredible impact it has on your life to be thinking in a more positive way. And it's not like, oh, you know, I don't want to think bad of that person that tried to run me over. Like, everyone's a divine being. Like, that's fine to be forgiving and loving towards people. But also, you know, if someone tried to run you over, extreme. But you got to kind of take note of that, because otherwise, you know, there's something going on there. And you have to look after yourself. But here, this is a decision that is going to set you free financially, perhaps. In some way, you're going to be set free. So what does that mean for you? If you had freedom, what does that mean for you? So Archangel Jophiel is standing there with a cage, and all of the birds are flying except this one little one that's being held back. And it's sort of sitting there because of fear. So this is about releasing yourself of the things that that hold you back. And very often, no one can say things as horrible to you as you can yourself, if you notice that. So maybe it's you that's holding you back, the things that you're telling yourself. So the outcome card that we have from Archangel Michael is your vibration is raising. And here we have, there is magic happening all around you. You know, I think every single thing that happens is about helping us to make a choice between fear and love. Everything. And so every time we make a choice towards love, and I'm not talking romantic love, I'm talking loving ourselves, the energy of love, which is peace, calm, healing, happiness, joy, or we make a choice towards fear, our vibration either goes up or it goes down. So this says your vibration is rising. This is a time, someone said in the comments, such a beautiful time to be alive. That's really what this card is. It's like you're going through incredible spiritual growth. And while some of it might be like, ugh, you know, someone said to me the other day, it's a horrible time to be alive for along those. And I'm like, well, it depends where you're looking. I mean, we definitely have hard times personally. Of course we do. And we can be like, oh, you know, come on, universe, what's going on? But we have to look at it through a spiritual lens sometimes and go, okay, life is changing. Things are always changing. And what am I learning from this? And how can I deepen? And how can I deepen my spiritual roots so that I'm not so rocked and I'm not so able to be brought down by other people and their energy. So you're being guided right now to go to a higher frequency, which is love, of course. It's where the angels live. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Benita. Lovely to see you here. So that's a bit exciting. I love those cards for today, and I love how they're guiding us to really make a difference in our lives. You know, sometimes people expect the angels' guidance to be complex and woo-woo and mysterious, but sometimes it's very down to earth and practical. And we just have to understand the symbols, the signs, the messages, and think, okay, what actual physical steps can I take today, this week, that is going to do this for me, that is going to help me to shift? What has been niggling at me for a long time? What have I been ignoring? What could use a fresh perspective and a different way of looking at things so that I can be free from these patterns that keep bringing me under? Because you're here to do amazing things, right? You're here to not only to share your light with the world and your love, your wisdom, but also to have joy for yourself. And when you make that connection with the spiritual realm, you connect with the angels, you start to recognize the magic that is part of life and that is within you. And I often say to myself, when I see a sign or something happens, I had lots of signs this weekend, that I don't know that I would like to live. I wouldn't like to be one of those people that doesn't believe in science and synchronicity. I don't want to live in a world where the magic and the spiritual guidance and the knowing that the universe and the angels have your back and just doesn't exist. I just wouldn't like that. And I think that's what can really bring us down, is when we start doubting and listening to our ego, that skepticism. And that's why this eclipse is a chance for you almost to reset and go, okay, I've been letting the ego take over a bit. There's no shame in that. Everyone has ego. Some have it stronger than others. Some, you know, I won't say benefit from it, but they think they benefit from it. They use it to benefit themselves. But ultimately, there's an emptiness in following the ego, because there's always insecurity, there's always fear, there's always doubt, there's always someone's out to get me, there's always someone's trying to take from me, or someone's doing me under, someone's tricking me. Whereas if you connect with your soul, your angels, then you're coming at it from a completely, you're not paranoid, you're recognizing that everything is on your side, and you only have to use your tools, your mind and your connection, to make everything better for yourself and others, and for yourself when you're going through those hard times of grief and loss and illness and all the things that happen. So I'm sending you lots of love. I've got some exciting stuff coming up at the moment. We're going to be doing lots of, we're going to do some workshops on opening your intuition, turning down the voice of your ego and up on the intuitive voice and the angels' voices for you. I've also got a class coming at the end, well, actually in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, which is Meet Your Angelic Team. And that's your opportunity to find out which angels and archangels and even spiritual guides and deceased loved ones are with you. So I'm going to be doing a class on that. It's 90 minutes. You'll have an opportunity to learn who is with you, how to connect with who is with you, even their names and why they're with you. And then I'm going to take you on a deep soul journey so that you can connect with them and receive their guidance. And I'm going to be giving you tips for that as well. So I'm really excited about that. It should be in the comments. If it isn't, I'll put it up there later, or go over to my website and you'll find Meet Your Angelic Team on the menu. And exciting news again, I'm opening up my healing sessions just for a few days for bookings. I get booked out really quickly. So if you want a Zoom healing session with me, I'm going to be putting that out on my mailing list this week, and you can book one. So just for a limited time, you can book in and have one-on-one angelic healing with me. And that involves clearing, healing anything you're stuck with at this time, you want some one-on-one time with me, that's the session to book in. Also, you'll get some guidance from the angels during those sessions. So let me know if you would like information about that. Angel blessings. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you next Monday. See you soon.